Welcome to Books in Minutes, the place where we turn world-changing books into life-changing lessons. Every week, we bring you stories, ideas, and secrets from the greatest minds on Earth. Today, we're exploring a book that has changed more lives than almost any other in human history. A book that has created millionaires, leaders, and dreamers for over 80 years. This is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. A book that teaches not just how to make money, but how to become the kind of person who attracts success naturally. Napoleon Hill began his journey over 100 years ago when he met Andrew Carnegie, one of the richest men in the world. Carnegie told Hill something that would change his life. Success comes to those who know what they want and have a burning desire to get it. Carnegie challenged Hill to study the most successful people of his time, inventors, entrepreneurs, artists, presidents, and discover the common thread that connects them all. Hill accepted the challenge. He spent over 20 years interviewing more than 500 successful people, including Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Alexander Graham Bell, and Theodore Roosevelt. After decades of research, he discovered one powerful truth. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. It's not about luck, talent, or family background. It's about the power of your thoughts. Your thoughts are seeds, and whatever seeds you plant in your mind will grow into your reality. Everything starts with desire. Not a wish, not a hope, but a burning, unstoppable desire. Hill says that desire is the beginning of all success. Every great achievement started when someone said, "I will," no matter what it takes. He shares the story of Edwin C. Barnes, a poor man who wanted to work with the great inventor Thomas Edison. Barnes didn't have money, education, or connections, only desire. He went to Edison's office and declared, "I've come to be your partner." Edison saw the fire in his eyes and gave him a small job. Years later, through persistence and passion, Barnes became Edison's official business partner, exactly as he had imagined. The lesson? When you truly decide what you want and refuse to quit, the universe starts to move things in your favor. Hill gives a 6-step method to turn desire into success. 1. Fix your mind on a clear goal. 2. Determine what you're willing to give in return. 3. Set a definite deadline. 4. Create a clear plan and act immediately. 5. Write your goal in detail. 6. Read it aloud twice daily, once in the morning, once before sleep. By doing this, you're programming your subconscious mind to chase your dream automatically. Hill says that faith is the most powerful emotion of all. It's the foundation of success, because belief creates reality. When you visualize and repeat your goals daily, your subconscious mind begins to accept them as truth. You start attracting opportunities, people, and ideas that align with that belief. Hill warns, faith and fear cannot exist in the same mind. If you believe in success, you kill fear. If you focus on fear, you destroy faith. So fill your mind with images of victory. Repeat affirmations like, "I am successful," "I am confident," "I attract wealth and opportunity." This isn't fantasy, it's psychology. Your subconscious mind acts on what it believes to be true. Every thought you think is like a command to your subconscious. Hill calls this auto-suggestion, a process of teaching your inner mind what to believe. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm unlucky," or "I can't do this," your mind obeys and creates situations that match those thoughts. But If you say, I am capable, I am growing, I am destined for success, your mind begins to find ways to make it real. Hill says, you are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, because you have the power to control your thoughts. This is the real meaning of Think and Grow Rich. You don't just work hard, you think in a way that attracts growth. No one succeeds alone. Hill introduces the idea of a mastermind group, a group of people working together in harmony towards a common purpose. When two or more minds come together, a third invisible mind, a mastermind, is created. This combined energy creates new ideas, confidence, and power that no one could achieve alone. That's why every successful entrepreneur, from Henry Ford to Elon Musk, surrounds themselves with people who uplift them. Hill says, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose your circle wisely, because your environment shapes your destiny. Hill discovered that the biggest difference between successful and unsuccessful people is persistence. Most people quit after a few failures, but those who win keep going when everyone else stops. He shares the famous story of R.U. Darby, a miner who gave up after digging for weeks, only to learn later that gold was found just 3 feet from where he stopped. How many dreams die 3 feet from gold? Persistence means refusing to take no for an answer. It means believing in your goal even when no one else does. It's not talent, it's mental toughness. Hill calls this the 6th sense, your intuition. It's that quiet inner voice that guides you when logic can't. When your conscious and subconscious mind are in harmony, you begin to feel ideas flow from something greater than yourself. Hill calls it infinite intelligence, the source of all creativity and inspiration. The greatest minds, from inventors to artists, have trusted this invisible guide. To develop it, keep your mind calm, positive, and open, so you can hear those quiet ideas the world is trying to give you. Chapter 8. The real meaning of rich. Here's what most people miss. Think and Grow Rich isn't only about money. It's about being rich in mind, purpose, and peace. Hill says wealth without purpose is failure. True success means living with meaning, joy, and contribution. Riches come in many forms: love, time, relationships, knowledge, and freedom. Money is just a reflection of how much value you bring to others. When you help enough people get what they want, you'll have everything you want. By the end of the book, Hill's message is simple but powerful. Change your thoughts, and your world will change. You don't need to wait for luck, background, or miracles. You already have the greatest tool, your mind. The rich don't just have money, they have belief. They think differently. Success requires no explanation. Failure permits no alibis. So today, decide what you want. Write it down, visualize it daily, and never stop believing. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. This was Think and Grow Rich, one of the most powerful books ever written. If you felt inspired, don't stop here. Take action. This is Books in Minutes, where we turn wisdom into action and action into success. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because your next big idea might be waiting in our next video.